Wagwan fam, welcome to the first episode of our own podcast,
Hybrid Hustlers Unfiltered.
We start with the first topic where most people stop, injuries.
Injuries. We're two best friends who currently live in Vienna and play in the same team together. I'm currently going through a serious ankle injury.
Eddy, can you walk us through the day of your injury? What happened?
Just after a normal week of training, every weekend we have a game. For me, it was just a normal day. Go to the game, thought we just go, perform, or however it was going to be. And then afterwards, shower and go back home. But that wasn't the case that day, no.
Okay, Eddy, tell us more. When the injury happened, what was the first thought that went through your head?
I was like, shit, this isn't good. I was like, yeah, I've had like muscle injuries and stuff like this, but this feels different. This doesn't feel right. And that was the only thing going through my head at the time. I was just hoping it wasn't anything too serious. But I had never experienced what just happened in my life, so yeah.
For you, bro, what was the toughest part mentally during this injury?
For me, of course, I broke my leg. It was nothing I ever thought would happen to me. You only hear stories of other people telling you, they've broken their leg or they tore their ACL or stuff like this. I never expected me to be the one having to sit there in the hospital and them having to tell me,
yeah, bro.
Mr. Bentu, you've broken your outer ankle and we have to operate it in the next week. I never expected that, For me, the beginning was okay. Just a long break, 2 months. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything with the crutches. I'm the type of person who I always want to train, I always want to do something. And when I couldn't do it, I didn't feel guilty at that time because I had crutches. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. I can't even climb the stairs. I can't even go to the kitchen to get food for myself. My sister would have to help me or my mom. And then that was a hard thing for me. But then after a while, you're like, I can't do anything about it, You
get used to it, yeah.
Exactly, man. And then they took off the cast and I could start walking and going to the gym. I went the same day when they took off the cast. I went to do some banded stuff with the bands just to loosen up my ankle a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see how far from 100 you've gone down to below 0, that's when you start to compare yourself with the person you were before. And when it really starts to get hard mentally, damn, you're no more at this level that you used to be. And you think, damn, when will I ever get back to this level, if I'll ever get back to this level, So bro, tell me, why do you think it's such a mental challenge for athletes?
When you're injured?
Yeah, man, exactly.
I think because, as you said, we are always used to just train, play a game.
Mm-hmm.
You have always the little wins, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
In training, in matches, when you perform.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are injured, there is no scoreboard.
Exactly.
Where you can measure the progress.
Yeah, bro.
You don't get the little wins and you have to learn to win differently.
Yeah.
You need to win mentally.
True.
When you don't want to go to the training, that you go to training.
Yeah.
That you learn not to quit.
Exactly. Also when people aren't even there to watch you in the gym,
Yeah, very important for injured players.
Yeah, bro. I agree with you. For real.
Broski, we talked about the mental side of an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to the physical part. What are the biggest physical challenges you are facing during your injury?
For me, at the beginning, the main one was I couldn't walk. I was dependent on other people to help me with things. You realize the day-to-day things that you take for granted, going to the toilet or the shower, how stressful it was, man. I had to put
little things, yeah.
A whole bag around my leg. I had to take the crutches to the bathroom. I was in my room in the night thinking, I have to stand up to go to pee, but it's so stressful, man. Every easy thing you think is so stressful. So much more stressful, yeah.
But then you learn to take the little things not for granted, yeah?
I think that's one of the main things God was trying to teach me as well during the time. Definitely, for sure. And now just In my physical side, I would say, of course, sometimes my ankle, like, it swells up sometimes after a hard training, or I'm still trying to get the balance back in my legs, because this was resting for a long time, and so this leg is a bit stronger. So I'm just trying to now balance it all out, so that when I come back, I will be good to go.
Yes, bro. Was there a specific moment where your body told you, Eddy, I'm not ready yet?
Definitely, like, I would say 3 months ago, I already tried to start team training with you guys. It went well, but then afterwards I started getting like knee issues and groin problems, and I was like, okay, maybe that was my body sign of telling me, yeah man, we're good, but just chill a bit more. Like, you're not there yet, you know? We don't have the capacities for that.
Okay, Terminator. What was harder for you, the physical pain or the mental pressure?
For me, at the beginning, definitely the physical pain, because your whole life flips like in the split of 1 second, you know, like you're used to doing all these things and then you can't anymore. And after the 2 months where I couldn't walk, I got used to everything. How my life was just chill, Netflix, just maybe watch some football and just stay at home, not do much. And then when I could like start training again and move my body more, you know, then you start to like remember the times when you could do way more. And then this is a time where you have to be gentle with your body and really be patient with yourself and know that you're not there yet. You will get there, but you just need to stay positive and try to remain consistent with the little things till you get to a point where even the hardest things that you used to do before become second nature to you.
So you would say the mental part was harder for you?
Definitely, bro, for sure. So, bro, do you think that people underestimate the challenges that come with an injury in general?
You think the mental challenges?
Yeah, and the physical.
I think the people don't underestimate it.
Yeah?
I think everyone knows that it's a hard and long process you have to get through, even with serious injuries like ACL or ankle injuries, in particular knee injuries. I think people know it's a long way to the comeback, so I think people don't underestimate the mental and physical part of an injury. How does a typical rehab process look like?
At the beginning and end is completely different. I mean, at the beginning you have to start very small, like baby steps, you know, little things, banded work, just moving your leg a bit and trying to get that mobility. And then you start to progress and progress. And I think that's where people also find the joy, like athletes find the joy when they can see the progress they're making. Like
the confidence is coming back, yeah.
Exactly, and once you start doing like heavy lifts again and jumping again, you start to trust your body more. And I think that's how basically the process starts, slow and steady, and then at the end, like you start to ramp it up quickly till you get back to playing again.
How does an injury change your day-to-day life?
I mean, as you know, like we're used to going to team training throughout the week, and then on the weekend we have a match, and then here and there you train by yourself as well, you know, and that was all gone. After that day, that was all gone. I couldn't do anything like that anymore, and that life seemed like so distant when I was in that situation at the beginning of my injury.
So like your whole life, your whole rhythm is changing?
Everything changed, like in one action, everything just changed. And then I started to think, should I have just let that guy pass and not tackle him? But then you think like, it's your job. I'm a defender, like that's what I meant to do, you know, like I'm not gonna leave him to pass me.
And in the situation, I think it was the right choice. You never know, man.
I think so too. You never know. You never know why God decides all these things.
But before we close this topic with injuries, we want to leave you with something deeper, because injuries are not only physically. For us, what helps us in those difficult situations is our faith.
I mean, for two brothers in Christ, man, without God, I don't think we would be able to go through life in general, you know?
Yes, bro.
Life is like ups and downs. Trust me, lots of downs more than ups. But then in those downs, you find hope for the future through God, you know. A verse that I really held on to during my time injured was, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares to the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And during that time, I trusted God, and I was like, yeah, today, right now, might be tough for me, but one day it will be better, you know, the sun will shine again.
And if maybe you are going through something right now, just know you are not alone. Maybe you are just going through it because one day your comeback will inspire someone else's.
And to be honest, I wasn't really sure if I should share this story with you guys or the world, because I'm a person who, I don't really like to share my personal life like that. I mean, those closest to me know everything that I go through and what I do day to day. I'm not one who needs to post it online, but I thought as one of our main things here is to be real with you guys and to be real and to grow a real community, why not, you know, why not share my story and help others who are going through the same thing? And so this is why I decided to do it, and yeah, I hope whoever is watching this can find a sense of hope and peace from watching this. That would be perfect, for real, yeah.